Right, back again. Cut this piece down and no idea what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm thinking of perhaps doing something like that with a belly band over it so that there can be tags put in it, or doing it with a deeper one. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, thank you, Dylan. Don't know where I'm going to put it right now. I'll just put it here now. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll just put it on that now. I love you more. Right, so I'm just going to use my TG gun for it. One, because it's narrow enough, and two, because it's quicker. So I'm just going around the edge, and then I'll trim it down once I've got it on. And I'm just tucking the wee loose bits up, as it'll add a wee bit more stickiness to it. See, definitely need a bigger work surface in here. Right, there we go, that's that down. Green scissors up here. So I'm just going down the edges, and then I'll use my envelope punch board to make sure the corners are matching and notched out properly. Right. Not wasting that because I might use that further along for something else. Envelope punch boards under here. I'll just get an explosion of anything off from it. See. So I'll just put it in that way, and then this way. Right. And this is my front page, so I'll do that last. That'll be my finishing. But this one, I think I'll put just off centre, and I want to add a wee bit of ribbon or something to it, just to embellish it. That is where it's Ian. So bloody rude. No, that doesn't look right. This is just my wee odds and ends bag that I keep scraps really in. No. Not really much. Yeah, that'll do. If I need to darken it, I can use my distress ink. So what I'm going to do with this is actually go from there and take it round the back so it's fully adhered. So I'll start at the back, make sure that there's plenty down to hold it. And I'll use it that way, I think. Just need to make sure it's on properly, so just guiding it up from the front and taking it round the back. Back obviously doesn't matter, and I alter. Front, I'm just going along top of the belly band there. And this part you do need to kind of line it up properly, otherwise you're going to end up with it. Because it's a bit, most laces have got some give in them, so you maybe end up with your lace going ski with and looking a bit silly. And what I would advise is just putting a wee bit of tacking down the bottom as well, just so that your ETG or your glue is catching the bottom of that, so it looks semi-straight, and then you're coming back round the back again. And again, just put a fair bit of glue down because it will hold it for any tags or anything that's going to get into it. And don't be too shy with adding your lace. I know it's not going to be seen, but having that wee bit extra on the back gives it a wee bit more hold. And then you can just position that where you like on the front. As I said, the pocket's not dead deep, but it's going to be deep enough to add your tags or journal cards, whatever you're going to add in it, really. And just, I would add a double row of glue on the long side to hold your lace again. As I say, you don't need to use as much adhesive as me. I do use quite a lot because I like to make sure it's not going to disappear. And then what you're doing is just, I'm eyeballing it, but you can measure it in if you want. And just place it down. And I will just, if I can find it, use my brayer just to make sure that it's stuck down totally. I like to make sure that nothing's going to come back up. And if you're worried about any wee bits that are coming up, use your tiny glue pens. They're ideal for it. Right, now to embellish it. Right, I've got this bit of vintage lace, and it's proper vintage. And it will be going in an album somewhere, but not for this page. It's not right for it. Let me see what papers I've got here, because I might make a tag or two out of some of these papers. Some of the papers have got tag bits on them. I'll use that one, and maybe this one, just to add a wee bit of something to them. So for this I will use, what will I use? Think. Right, I'm just going to cut them out freehand, I think. When I say freehand, it's not really, I'll use my ruler. Wherever that's went it there. And then I'll just round the tops. So, what length do I want them? My board's upside down, my markings are at the back. I'm not sure what length, but that looks a bit right, and if it's not, I can trim it back down. No, that's fine. So I'll just line that up again and square it off around there. and then I'll do the same with this one. There. There. This one I'm going to make a bit taller. This will be my main one. And again, you can back these on chipboard or whatever if you wish. Personally, I'm not. I'm just keeping them on the paper. So I'm keeping it this way up. So that's one corner rounded. Second corner rounded. I'll just double check that's properly done. Yep. Then I've got this one. I'm just going to down. This one I think I'm going to notch it that way. It doesn't need to be perfect, it's just your project. Do with it what you like. That seems okay to me. That's another one that I can use on it, whether it's a journal tab or whatever. And what I've got somewhere up here is some pre-cut tags that I can draw around and shape part of the top, because I want a wee shape on the top of some of them. I might actually cut that one down a wee bit so that it does match that. So I'm just going round here so I know where I'm going. And then we'll just freehand cut this out. So, oops, sorry, I'm off camera again. Keep doing that, I keep sitting back and forgetting. I do actually have a die for this, but I'm being really lazy. I don't want to pull out a die just for one tag. When, if I'm honest, this will do just as good for now. I'm just going straight down with it. That's fine. And what I'm going to do is just ink this part up. There should be enough ink on this to do that. Yeah, there's plenty on it. And that'll just darken this up. And if you want to add more texture to it, give it a wee rough up and then just gently go over some of the crease marks with like there, that's quite a heavy crease. Just go over that with your distress ink, and it just gives it more dimension. Put you on there, I think. There we go. So you've got like that effect, and then you can just straighten it out. There. As I said, that's not necessary. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's just my preference, really. Right, so then what I would do here is get my eyelet punch crocodile, and at the top I'll just put a wee notch in the centre, and again, rather than having to pull out a cotton bud, I'm just going to use the edge of my sponge to sponge round the hole. There you go, that's your wee tag. And then we just add a bit of ribbon. Maxie, move out the road. Go into your bed, Max, please. What do I want to add? That's fine. Going into your bed, Maxie, please. Thank you. This is actually, I think I'd probably cut it off the tab. See, like any clothes you buy that have got the wee blooming daft hanger parts, I tend to just pull them off. And I'm just fraying it a wee bit, just to give it that tatty look. And then what I'll do is just chop it at the other side and do the same. Just pull out a few threads just to give it a tattiness of not being new. In fact, what I'll do is just put a few wee cuts in it, just to help it along slightly. There we go. And then all I'm doing is just put it through there, and I would add a wee bit of hot glue to that just to hold it, but I don't have my hot glue gun on just now, so I will just, whoops, my crocodile. Where did I put that page? 1, 2, 3. It's over here out the road. Whoops. I would just slip that in there, like that. And then we've got this other one, and what I'll do with this one is I'm going to just make it a bit thinner. It's just too thick, and it just doesn't look right. And then I'm just going to pinch the corner out of it. Oh, aren't you excited watching this tutorial? Wingit.com. There we go. Corner punched out. And this one I'm going to put the punch hole on the side. and distress just round the sides. And I haven't re-inked a sponge at all. It's just the same as when I distress the sides. I don't want it dead dark, just enough to define it really. And they can go in there, like that. And I will maybe add a wee bit of white or cream ribbon to that one. And again, I'll just spray it so it doesn't look new. So we'll just take a few wee bits. And again, I'll just cut down so we give it a wee start. Like that. And just, it's almost like fringing it. From a hairdressing point of view, that's all you're doing, is you're just going in and just trimming it back like that. And again, you can even darken those parts up with the distress ink. In fact, because it's such a bright cream, I'm just going to roughly go over the top of it, and it'll give it a dirtier colour without it being heavily distressed. There we go. And then just give that a wee wipe so it's not going to get over everything else apart from my hands. And then you're just feeding it through that wee hole. And I'll put this on the small one, using the small crocodile hole. And you'll see what I meant by using the darker ink on it. And you'll see the colour change here. Maybe. They are quite different. So that'll just get tucked in the back. In fact, you might see it better on that. That looks more of a grey colour than the cream. Looks cream. I'll put it beside it, you'll see what I mean. Do you know what I mean now? So it matches better. And I think that's that page done. I don't want to add too much to it. What I might do is add a wee bit of no, what I'm going to do with that is go around the outside with an Inktense pencil and just darken it, just so that it sits out as well, because I don't want that to merge. And I will be back soon with page 2. Thanks for watching, bye for now.